Oops. Good, I was gonna say good morning. Hello. What is up, everybody? Ace here, and I am back on the JFS. I'm gonna take a nap. Good night. Um, that's a way to start, I guess. It's been a little while since I've recorded a video. However, depending on when this episode comes out, you're gonna see a nice little hype package for UHC Season 30. Basically, just kind of a little recap of how my past 10 UHCs have gone. Which was a lot of fun to do. I was going to do one for all three contenders for the championship, but I believe we might be having just a regular UHC for Season 30 instead of anything special like 3 teams or whatever. It's still going to be left up to a vote, but nobody cared when Shawson asked about it, except for like me and Aces. So Shawson took that as doing a normal UHC, or at least pending for it. So we'll see. But most likely it's going to be bog standard ultra hardcore. And while that does not necessarily mean that my chances of winning the championship are done. But I think it's going to be much harder to do. It might be. There's still a chance that I could pull it off, but Killer would have to die early, and I would have to find the Juggernaut switch once again, and who knows? So really, the race is for second against me and Shawson because we're only 2 points apart. So that'll be interesting. But as per usual, the lack of interest in anything is going to cost us a little bit. It might, the championship is still going to happen. It's just that I'm the only one that really cares whether or not, cares about who wins and all that. So I'm the only one that cares about the leaderboard in general. So it's not surprising that nobody really cares if we do a special thing for Season 30 or not. Because that's just kind of how it goes here. So, I have not been on the server much lately. I hopped on recently to do a little bit of digging. I also went out and set up for the Abbott Caving tournament finale because Joda and Weather finally did their part of the tournament, and Joda is the other finalist. We were supposed to do our thing this past weekend, but I think even I forgot about it, to be honest. Even though I went and found a spot for us to do it in, and I set up a house and everything, so it's all ready to go once we are able to do it. So, I can do it any time, so it's really up to Joda's schedule. So I might have to pester him a little bit or something, but it'll be good to get that done. Oops. Yeah, besides that, haven't been on much. I've been playing a lot of Binding of Isaac because of the DLC that came out. And I'm just as mediocre at it as ever, but it's been a lot of fun trying to collect more achievements from that. It's probably the only game that I've played where I actually have put some effort towards completing as much as I can of the game. Like, I've done all the advancements on here in the Season 3 world, but I haven't made much of an effort towards it this time around. But usually I don't really care about being a completionist on stuff, but with the Binding of Isaac, I tend to, I don't know, I feel like, I guess I feel more rewarded or something. It feels more fun. Or maybe because it's more challenging or something. I don't know. There's something different about it that makes me want to actually try to get everything. So yeah. What else has been going on? Not much. I'm still saving up money to move. Oh yeah, that's the big thing. Let me see if I have any other things to update on. My car is still alive, still kicking, hasn't broken down in a while, which is good. There's something going on with the air conditioning. There's like a mechanical... There's something that when I change the temperature from cold to hot, there's something that's trying to move from... It's like it's trying to turn from one side to the other, and it keeps getting stuck. And you can hear it clicking as it tries to like rotate to the cold or hot position. I found that the way to, at least for now, the way to fix it is to turn the air up all the way to 4, turn the fan up to 4, which I guess forces it into place or something, because after I do that for a few seconds, it fixes itself. So, but once, yeah, with the temperatures climbing, I won't have to really worry about it much at all. So, but we're in this weird point. Yeah, spring's kind of this weird time where it's hot some days or in some times, but not all the time and not every day. So we've had like 75 degrees Fahrenheit here, but we also had a couple days of snow, so it's been up and down. But that's how spring goes. What else to update on? The UHC Awards, we're doing Battle Royale. Once that's done, I'm going to give us a month off, or I'm just not going to do anything. I'll probably release the video package I prepared for the one category that I'm not going to present, which is favorite squash matches. And the reason why, basically what squash matches is a 1v1 battle, or even a multi-team battle, where one team just destroys all opponents in pretty quick fashion. It's a very one-sided affair. It usually involves one team ambushing another, and, you know, kind of a foregone conclusion when you see how it happens. And I originally made it because there were so many entries for 1v1 battles that I kind of made a separate category for the less competitive ones, less evenly matched fights. And so, in doing so, I created a separate category, and I was like, you know, going back and forth as to whether or not it should be included in the awards. But the reason why I'm leaving it out is because, in my opinion, I think it's kind of hard to find an exciting... It might be kind of hard to find an exciting 1v1. I don't really think of any that are particularly memorable. So, if I have a hard time remembering, you know, any of these battles, then I don't think anyone else is going to. So... And, yeah, I got the video package and all, but, I just don't think it's as good of a category as the others are, so I'm leaving it out. But, I will release that video package for the month of May, just to make use of it, because I made it, and I uploaded it, so I might as well share it, so, but, yeah, so, the two big things, let's see. So, about day-to-day life, really the only unique thing that's been going on lately is just, I haven't been getting a good night's sleep much at all lately, which, is not great. That's not very good. Yeah, I haven't been getting a good night's sleep at all. I've been alternating between, like, falling asleep really late and waking up, like, 3, 4 p.m. and spending like 2 hours trying to get to sleep. And I alternate between that and just not getting any sleep at all. Like last night, I didn't get any sleep. A couple nights ago, I didn't get any sleep, and it's like it seems to kind of alternate. Like tonight, I will get a good night's sleep because I haven't slept, and then the next night is probably going to flop back towards you know, getting little to no sleep at all, and it's really annoying. And I even bought these melatonin gummies from the people who make the Dayquil and Nyquil stuff, and it does not work for me. Like, it helps me get tired, but when I lay down to sleep, my head's still buzzing. Like, it's like really active and just kind of daydreaming scenarios and stuff like that. Just thinking about either the future or playing out scenarios in my head or just playing out fictitious things. Like, it could be stuff like last night, I definitely remember I was going over my head, like what I would say for a job interview, and but it could also be stuff like playing out a movie scene in my head, or how would I respond to this kind of scenario. And then there's other times where I'm just playing out the dialogue that I would say if this real event happened, and I had to, come up with a response for whatever. So it's really weird. And I don't know if it's related because I don't feel stressed at all. Like, yeah, I have my move coming up. Yeah, I'm preparing for my move, I should say. But, like, I don't feel stressed about it at all. So it's really weird. And, but yeah, the melatonin stuff, it helps me get tired. I feel like my body's just gonna collapse. But, by the time I lay in bed, it just, doesn't do anything. So, it's, really annoying. So, but, hoping I can get my sleep schedule back on track. I'm not really sure how right now. Until then, I kind of gotta alternate between getting no sleep and getting a really late night sleep that will either consist of a full night, like a full rest where I wake up late in the afternoon, or it's going to consist of like 4 hours where I wake up stupid early. Like, a couple nights ago, I went to bed at 4:30, and then I couldn't fall asleep until like 6 a.m., and I woke up at 11. So, and and then like a couple nights before that, I went to bed at like same time, fell asleep around the same time, and then woke up at 3:30. So, it's wild. Today, I actually had some stomach issues going on, or like I guess hydration issues or whatever, because I guess I had way too much water because my body was going through a cleanse whether I wanted it or not, and I spent more time in the bathroom than in bed, so that was that was fun, I guess, but it kept me up all night. I actually slept. Like I went to bed at I actually fell asleep like maybe 9, 10 a.m. and then woke up at 4 p.m. So that's not great for my sleep schedule, but we'll see how it goes. I'll have to get it sorted out. My sleep schedule's a mess all of a sudden. It's like, every day leading up to spring, things have been normal. I usually go to bed really late, 4:30, and then I fall asleep, within the hour, and then wake up, you know, afternoon, but before the evening, you know, usually like around 1 or 2 p.m., which is pretty good for me. And so yeah, it's I don't know what's changed. It just all of a sudden one day it's like you're not gonna sleep, and when you do sleep, it's either gonna be not much or a whole lot. So it's a mess. But yeah. So as for the biggest topic, the moving stuff, I've made a bit of a change on my plans for moving. Instead of giving myself a day to move, in which I was originally going to move June 1st, I'm actually going to set up a monetary goal instead. So I'm going to attempt to save up $2,000, or as close to it as I feel comfortable saving. Depends on how, how well things progress. But yeah, I want to save up $2,000, have both my credit cards paid off, and make sure I don't have any other debt collectors or whatever. And then I will start looking for an apartment once I reach that goal. And one thing I'm only I'm a little bit under a quarter of the way there, somewhere between a third and a quarter, right? Yeah, yeah, no, I got it backwards. I'm just under a quarter of the way there, I would say. A fifth and a quarter. That's what I was thinking of, not a third. Got it backwards. But yeah, so I'm progressing. But it kind of feels a little bit slow. On the upside, however, the government is going to issue tax refunds for my unemployment insurance. And since I was unemployed for 9 of the 12 months of 2020, I should get a decent refund. I'm not going to guess how much I'm supposed to get, because I honestly have no idea, and I don't want to get my hopes up for something for an amount that's ends up not being as much as what I thought. Yeah, I don't want to hype myself up too much and then be disappointed when it's not close to that amount, or under that amount even. So, but that will help boost things. What I do with it will depend on how much I get. So if I get a pretty good amount of money, then I'm going to see if there's anything I got to pay off. I do have a couple loans. Well, actually, I have one loan to pay off. I paid off one of my loans recently, so I just got the other one, the bigger one of the two, to pay off. So I might dump it on there, and dump at least part of it on there or something. The thing is, if I do that, I have to kind of commit to paying the rest of it off. So I kind of would prefer to just pay it all off in one go than to make payments over time. So we'll see. But besides that, I'm just gonna divvy it up between my credit cards and my savings account. That should give me a pretty good boost towards my savings goal. I still don't really have a place that I want to move to yet. I have a lot of places that I'm looking at, but nothing that I haven't narrowed things down yet. I actually expanded my options recently, so yeah, not sure where I'm gonna go. I think that's about it. Last episode I talked about the whole lack of community stuff, and yeah, I don't think I'm wrong. Asus was, being optimistic in the comments, which is good, but Dennis has noticed it as well, and Yeah, I don't know. He says he might not stick around much longer if nothing happens. And in all honesty, like, I don't really think there's much that anyone can do at this point. Let's go to Shop Town real quick. But yeah, I don't think there's much we can do at this point. I don't think you can make people be enthusiastic about something that they're not enthusiastic about. And like I said, some people have, you know, some people moved on to other things, either doing other channels, other projects, just doing other things in real life, you know, and they may have like a casual interest in this, but not enough to really do anything. And it's kind of annoying because nobody's like, it seems like most of the people haven't like distanced themselves enough to outright leave the group, but they're so apathetic to any changes that they just kind of exist. They don't care what happens because they're not um, trying to do anything. They don't care to do anything, which means they don't even care to leave. So I don't know. But oh yeah, did I mention I was selling coal? I don't know if you noticed. It's loading up with player heads in here. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of annoying. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the whole thing. Because I would love to, like I kind of mentioned to Dennis that I think it would be kind of cool to partner up and do something together. I'm not really sure what that is, what that would be. Like right now in the JFS, all I'm doing is digging a hole. So if he wants to help me dig a hole and like chat with me while we dig a hole, then yeah, that would be fine. But you know, I'm not really sure what we're gonna do for season 5, especially considering I think it's like another year away, or it's coming up at the end of the year. The actual terrain update that matters. So we're not going to be this way to get back. So yeah, we're not going to be updating the server for a while. So that's going to keep activity down for the most part. So yeah, if Dennis wants to help me dig a hole, you're more than welcome to, and we can make videos on that. Otherwise, yeah, maybe I could come up with some sort of thing for us to do on here. Like, I've been watching a lot of GTA 5 roleplay, so kind of got that itch in the back of my mind to do something like that. Because I really love the nation stuff that we did in the previous world. I know some people didn't like it, but I thought it was a lot of fun. And the fact that it kind of popped up out of nowhere and got a bunch of people involved and they were motivated to like build stuff and do things. We got a little bit of role play out of it. Like, it was a lot of fun. For a while, it was fun while it lasted. And of course, as usual, it died out. But that was a moment where we had a bit of community going on, if a little brief. So I don't know. Maybe I could stir something up with that. Let's see what happens. Outside of Minecraft, like we got the Dad Pad. We haven't done anything with them in a while. But maybe there's some games on Steam we could do together or something. But who knows? As for my time here on the JFS in general, I think that would be dependent on how much we end up doing together. Not just Dennis and I, but anyone. Because like I said, I still don't even have plans for the next season. And considering it's so far off, who knows where I'm even going to be by the time that day comes around. So I'll have my classes finished by then, probably looking forward to like trying to get a job in the film industry in some form. You know, could do some video editing for some channel or whatever. Who knows? But you know, I might just move on to something else. Like I talked about, I briefly mentioned rebranding and trying streaming. I just haven't really done it because I don't really know what to do if I were to stream. Because like as much as I am really good at talking about just rambling on about my life and stuff and things that are on my mind, once I get past that, like I can't really do playthroughs because I'm not a very reactive person, not a very colorful, vibrant type of personality. So I wouldn't be able to do something like that. Yeah, maybe if I somehow got onto like a GTA roleplay server or something. I was thinking about that, but it's kind of a trickier process than it seems. I don't know. I also don't know if I want to commit to streaming if I'm gonna try to do film work. You know, do I want to commit to streaming and risk getting a decent audience and then, you know, send a script to Hollywood and they're like, and the miracle happens of them liking the script and then we get to do the show and then I leave streaming because of it. You know, I don't know if I want to do that. But at the same time, you know, if I miss the boat on both of these, you know, I could stream until then. It would be kind of disappointing to the fans if I just showed up, got big for a moment, theoretically, and and then left. But if I don't, I guess if I don't try, and I don't make it into the film industry, and then streaming becomes an outgoing fad, then you know I missed two boats. Don't know. Or I may just not do anything at all, just focus on other things. Like, I think I would continue to record and make videos. I don't think I would do gaming content. I think I would just kind of do real life updates and just filming, like, my travels or whatever. And stuff like that. So, it become very different. But who knows? Who knows what the future holds? Anyways, enough rambling for me. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching, though. And I shall see you all next time.